We got another large group of animals in from a hoarding case. This particular case, our suspicion is that there was kind of a backyard breeder situation. Although there really wasn't any purebred dogs, these people had interactions with law enforcement previously, and so this time law enforcement was finally able to remove all the dogs and got them signed over. I think what happens in a lot of hoarding cases is that you have a family member that maybe has a few too many cats. And so you call the local shelter, or you call the health department or something. And because it's early in the process and things aren't bad enough, there can't legally be an intervention. And then I think family members say, okay, well, I can't do anything so I'm just gonna let whatever happen. And then it has to reach a crisis point before law enforcement or health department can step in, or animal shelters can step in and actually do something. Animals from hoarding cases can be challenging to adopt out. Sometimes there are challenges because the gene pools tend to be more of a gene puddle, and that can This is all normal puppy stuff. I don't get involved in that because they'll be fine. They're figuring it out. It's like, I don't have kids, but it's like kids, as long as nobody's on fire or bleeding to death, I'm gonna leave them alone. They'll be fine. That's how puppies learn their limits. As is the case with a lot of hoarding cases, the home was in deplorable conditions. And what happens is the dog owners don't let the dogs outside at all. So everything they're doing in the house, in the four walls every day. Nothing's getting cleaned up. Every dog can get house trained. It just depends on the dog and recognizing that they don't have a normal background, but they certainly can be house trained. As far as health concerns, we'll see a lot. You can see it on these puppies, this little puppy's face. There's a lot of battle scars. Can you see her little face? This is not the end of the world. What was probably happening is their mom was probably really stressed and overcorrecting them, and usually moms will give them a little right on the head. So that's probably what was going on there. A lot of the adults have some battle scars. Well, when there's a lot of intact dogs in the same house, they aren't always going to get along. So everybody will get spayed and neutered, vaccinated, any health concerns will be addressed. Parasites is a big deal. These dogs had lots of fleas. Like, this looks like a wormy belly, but we dewormed them yesterday. This is really a big lunch. They're all eating like there's no tomorrow. I think as shelters, we have the opportunity to be there for people before it gets to that point. You know, we offer low-cost spay and neuter services. We can kind of counsel people on what might be an appropriate number of animals for them to handle. I've said this before about hoarding cases. We want people to reach out to us for help. And I think I can speak for a lot of shelters when I say that. If it's your family member, we want you to call us. We can talk about what you have going on and see, okay, how do we make some changes? How do we get everybody, animals and humans, both, back on solid footing? A lot of times it's really just access to affordable spay and neuter services that helps people not get in this situation. I feel like what's probably happening is nobody's even listening. They're just looking at the puppy.